Look beyond the tired faces, look beyond the scattered races, see the heart of a true Nigerian. Hear the people saying, oh shit, see the children singing something. That's the heart of a true Nigerian. All we need is love.
Yes, I a little bit of background. I am from Kogi State. I'm in by tribe. Then go down as a teacher as I graduated from Obafunawa University, bachelor's in 1995. And thereafter, I got to Harvard Business School, and I learned lots of Harvard Business School. I've worked, started with Procter & Gamble, went to Standard Bank, went to British American Tobacco, relocated to the US for some years, came back, worked for Coca-Cola Company, worked for Renaissance Capital, worked for the oil and gas consulting firm, and now a farmer. We started this farm in 2009, 7 years ago. All that while I was working, but I caught that vision very early that the future was going to be farm. So we started 7 years ago, we started to develop the farm. Here we have the piggery, we have catfish, we have cattle, and then we have poultry in another location, not in this location, somewhere the other way. And we're working very hard to develop the farm. Okay? So, looking at my journey so far, standing here today gives me a lot of pleasure because this is the vision we had some 10 years ago. Right before I left the US, I left the US in 2006 to come back to Nigeria. And then we named our farm after a farm in the US where we used to go and get animals and, for consumption. And I said to myself, if somebody in the US, with the saturation in the US economy, will still make a living from farming, how much more in Nigeria where the opportunities are endless? So that's what we got the vision for, and we started this project 9 years ago, and here we are. Somebody asked, we're supposed to go into Boy Farm. This is More Farm. This is the background. We started the pig farm. I started pig farming in Lagos, There are the big pig farm in Lagos. I wanted to start the experiment in a safe environment where is a pig farm community. I still have 2 pens there, and I have pigs as we speak. But all that while we had this land and we had the catfish, the cattle, and the poultry here. We want to start to give us all the support. So we started in Lagos. Now we started this farm, and then we're doing the best we could until we came across Boy Farm. Okay, we're looking for where to buy good winners, and somebody gave us the contact of Mr. Yemi, so we just called him, and he's going to be here very soon. By the way, my manager is a graduate of agri-economics, and I had a number of very educated people working for me. So I called my manager, and then we went to Boy Farm. With the intent of buying winners, we ended up sitting in a 2-day training that really transformed this farm. So after that encounter, I continued to have discussion with Mr. Yemi. He said, we would like to have some of the future trainings in our farm, so I think we can really appreciate where we're coming from and where we are, and it can be a motivation for a number of people who want to plan this kind of project. Before yourself, we've had about 2-3 others who have come from outside the country. Interestingly, most of the participants are Nigerians living abroad who want to come back home. They want to come back home, they don't know what to come back to. And in the process, they came across Hickory and they wanted to make a contact with people of them who are already doing it. And then, a number of cases, they contacted him and we have brought them here and to his farm to see how to progress. So, over the next 2 days, we're going to take you through a very intense training that we believe afterwards can help you to start a pig farm if you have the right knowledge of what to do and you also have the guarantee of the right support on how to proceed. Now, I am the grand host for the day, but the technical host, let me put it that way, the pig man himself, the professional in piggery, is the host of the program, is Mr. Yemi Adeshina. Let's give him a hand. He was about 5 years my senior out of Ife, even though we didn't know each other. You know, just came up and said, we weren't surprised. Oh, okay, it can only be great if we take only great if we take adventures, right? Any great if here. All right, I know you are in your mind. Exactly. So he left Ife way 1989, and he's been in the UK for about 21 years. He's been 20 years in farming, and he's a UK certified project manager. He's done projects for the UK government. And then he too just woke up one day and said, you know what, I have to go back home. And that's what you have today. He's very, very vast in piggery. From the point we came across him and his business, we have never been the same. I was very happy, and we're still going to do introduction of everybody here. We have, everybody is very important, but we have somebody in our midst that we really want to introduce to everybody. I will let Mr. Emi do that, because of the uniqueness of his position in the government. That's to let you know that the government of today is very much awake to the prospect of farming, and they are willing to get involved there and give us the support. So he's done farming for 20 years. He's very seasoned. If you have been on YouTube, how many of us have seen his videos? Okay, that's probably where he caught the vision from his handle. If the Nigerian is doing this, I think I can get a lot with this too. So ladies and gentlemen, join me as I invite Mr. Yemi Adeshina. Thank you very much.
Thank you, that's a very big introduction. Thank you, I want to welcome every one of you here. I'm really glad that you're here, that we can all meet you. And I must say, this is the first time we had session that people come on time. I'm really, really impressed. But you put a lot of responsibility on my children now because you value your time. And I'm going to try as much as possible to make sure that the time really going to spend there is going to work well. You're all welcome. I'm going to do general introduction for everybody. I would like to know more about everybody. But like my old savior, there is the gentleman here that I would like to introduce. The permanent secretary of Ministry of Agri, Electric Nigeria. He has been doing, there's a lot of work that he's doing on the path that we people farmers are not aware of. But we are glad and the privilege to have him and this guy. Thank you. I invited him with a very short notice that when he said, I just want to need this, we are really treating. When he said he's going to make it, I nearly panicked. Wow. Because I assume that there is no way, if you know his schedule, there is no way we'll be able to make it. I really appreciate your presence. I want to thank you very much for coming, and I really appreciate it. I know a lot of you have traveled far and wide, and like I said, I'm going to try as much as possible. Technology is actually letting me down now, so I'm going to bring my laptop here. We're going to move closer together. Whatever it is, I've got the engineer, they will sort it out, come a long way, pay a lot of fee, and I'm going to try and make sure. What I said as I go along, that is, no question is too small. Any question, ask them before I walk away. And if I'm not clear about anything, please clarify it with me. I don't mind talking and having questions. The reason for that is that when I'm going through the training, I can know how to ask you to introduce. There are 4 things I want to know about. I want to know your name. I want to know how you got to know about us. And I want to know whether you're a farmer or you're a potential farmer or you're thinking of becoming a farmer. Yeah, those questions are very important so I can know how far and wide to go when I'm looking at things. So I'm going to ask the guy when did you hear about us and how far you came to get to.
Okay, my name is Stephen Adeyono. I live in Porako, so I came down from Porako yesterday to be part of this. I know about Mr. Yemi through internet, so I have interest in farming, and I was looking for every opportunity to learn. And then, so one day I was just, let me go to YouTube and Google Pig and see what material do we have. And I was particularly, looking for someone from Nigeria, who has put something. I saw a whole lot. And since then I got his phone number, his email and all that. So I called him, that was last week. Last week, so I'll be coming to his background like in a week's time, and I would like to see. Okay, I'm organizing a training, and so I quickly have to adjust my schedule, just to be here today.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
So I got to know about the family from YouTube, and I've watched a lot of videos. But there's no date because I stumble on them. I've seen a very countless time. So I'm a potential farmer. I'm planning on going into it full time.
Have we bought the land?
Sir?
Have we bought your land already?
We have the land we can start with.
Okay, good.
I actually learned about him through my eldest son. He's a banker. So he has been showing us what we do or whatever. So,
thank you very much. You're welcome.
I was a banker. I started Piggy 18 years ago. The name of my farm is Shepherd Alpha. I am at the farm settlement.
I just finished my NYC. Mine said that I'm not going to look for a job, but I'm going to set up a farm.
It's like most people are not into piggery. Why not see if we can get more knowledge about piggery farming and see, because a lot of people don't, even we have, everywhere, children are being malnourished because we don't have enough protein to feed in Nigeria. So that's why the interest came, and I intend to go into it.
That was one of the first things that I checked in. Just like he said, my story is almost similar to his own. I mean, I've been away out of the country for quite a while. I schooled in Canada. I lived in Canada for almost 20 years. And I lived in the States for about 8 years, so about 28 years. So I'm just coming back home. I've been coming back home like every 2-3 years before. But coming back to settle with the way the country is kind of hard. You have to start looking for what you want to do. And there's nothing as good as I told myself, I said, I will not do any business that will make me do a foreign exchange to go and buy stuff when you have an economy where the money is not stable. And I look around, farming is the thing going on depending on where you want to end up. And plus the government is encouraging people now to go into farming. So I started doing my search, and where would I go apart from Google? Mr. Additional keep popping up all the time. You press pig, you press farming, and his videos will come up. I started watching him religiously. I called him up. I said, you know what? The first question he asked me, he says, do you have a land yet? I said, I'm working on that. Just last week I got the email, I said, no, I haven't. So I'm here.
And my name is Udo Ekane. I come all the way from Calabar. I'm a retired public servant.
Atilola Victor Adewale, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture. We actually came across each other on a government initiative on Agri. After the oil prices crashed, the whole country, from the federal to the state and local government, we know that agriculture is the main thing. And my own governor just look at it from the angle, there is no money to give out to people because it's not business as usual again. And agriculture, the main thing has to be treated as business. not as what do you have for us, government. So there is one big program now that is going on, but people will say they have launched it. We have not seen anything. When you want to make quick money, you better don't come to agriculture. I usually tell people. But when you want to make steady money, come to agriculture. So there is quite an opportunity for nearly every one of us. Continue doing what you are doing. I always tell people, even those that say we have not started, try and have a fixed address. That's what I tell them. Fixed address in terms of whatever you are doing in your own little way. Because anyway, either pilgrim, either whatever, it's not advisable to start big. Night warrior syndrome around us, it doesn't work that way. I usually tell people. So when you have your fixed address and we know you with what you are doing, I'm telling you, I have been in the practice for about 3 decades now. Help will come and locate you where you are. Except you want to be political farmer that has time to go for meeting at the local government, that has time to go to the federal every time they call meeting or whatever. They are very good at that. But when you are doing whatever you are doing at whatever stage you are, sooner or later, help will locate. Once land for you to get the land, then we will be there together to see what is happening. Practicing farmers too, not people. I know I have seen the YouTube and I know I can always rely on it. By the time I want to, and I want to tell you there's a whole lot of market over there for pigs, like for pork. So by the time I want to get this done, I will go to that aspect. And one thing you put in your mind as you are going through this particular training is that try as much as possible to, no matter the scale, you don't start everything together. Get an integrated farm in your own something. Don't do it mono. Do it in a way there's no waste on your farm. You can easily recycle whatever that is going on. I know it takes time. And I'm a Yoruba man. I will just tell you a very good adage that I used to finish everything, and I will try and interpret it in English. If you are looking for very, very fast money, you go to war. You hit everything, you bring everything, you become rich. And to wara wara. If you are looking for fast spinning whatever, you become a business person. You can 419 this, you can 419 that, you can do whatever. The fellow that thinks God that will do it, we need to go into agreement. That's the first profession that God has made. Thank you very much.
Before we go further, thank you for the message that you are given to us from different parochial distributions to different places. We thank you for the vision. We thank you for the government, the representatives that is here. We thank you for all the work that you brought to training. Father, the trainer, you give them all the necessary wisdom and you in this very place in Jesus' name. We cannot do without you. It is only you that will see us through. Father, at the end of this body training, we have cause to go, Lord, to exalt your name and your name alone in Jesus' name.
Basically, this is what we're going to try and cover today. We're going to look at worldwide pig promotion. I believe this is very important because as a pig farmer, it's important for us to know where we fit in. Many times when I speak to pig farmer around Nigeria, they always have a pig farmer with, I'm just raising pig to be able to pay my children's school fees. I'm just raising pig to be able to, if I need anything, I can sell it and go on that pig. There's something wrong in that. But there's more to pig production worldwide. And as a farmer, because one of the reasons why I normally charge to do training is that I did it at Osho State, I did it for free. And though it's like half a day though. But the number of people that became farmers in Europe was very, very scanty. And suddenly I realized, as players have said, Yoruba language, that is, the money you don't use medicine to buy, you won't use it. So you people value it. So I'm going to try and paint a picture. I'm going to show a video that helps you put, we don't do it better because what I did was to put a video together about Do you know that pig is 48% of the meat that is eaten around the world is pork meat? Now that's a serious effect. That's more than chicken. That's more than, that means they eat more pork meat than chicken, than beef. Now as Nigerians, we cannot believe that. Even if you come from power, you think chicken is the most is the most meat consumed, you think it's beef. It's actually pork meat. So we're going to look at that very briefly and look at, so that as a, we're going to look at that. I'm going to look at the economics of pig production. I'm going to quickly talk about how you make money. Is pig profitable? I think that's a question that all of you want to know before you dabble into it. So we're going to look at that very quickly this morning. And in the afternoon, we're going to look at how to locate a pig farm. For you that have not bought land, it's better if you've not bought land. If you bought land, I'll give you things to look for. When we are coming, a good example, when we are coming today, if my brother, I think my brother knows that he would not have bought land this far. Then he would not have done the road by now. He would not have bought the land this far. So my number one criteria for you that are going to be living out, if you're going to buy land for livestock farming, it should not be more than 1 kilometer to the main road. They cannot be by the main road because then you'll be competing with petrol and banks, which is very expensive. If you go further, I have a farm, the other farm, my big farm, which I'll be showing here. The big farm is at Omiagin. It's about 5 kilometers inside. If I'm taking you, are complaining that one of the things I didn't take you there today is one. When I take people there, it's a bigger farm. People get overwhelmed. They see the size of the magnitude and say, it must be rich. That's why they didn't start with 39 pigs.
Now we're going.
How long ago have you started? You started with how many pigs?
We started this.
How many pigs you started?
We started with, in Lagos, we started with 37.
Exactly.
Numbers are similar. And we grew it over 2 years.
Exactly.
Then last year we deployed 250 here.
Exactly.
And today we have about 700.
Exactly. So the stability of pigs, and whether it's profitable or not,
This space of 1 year.
it's serious. One of the things I would like to point out in there, somebody said, want to write a proposal for him. How many pigs do you want to start with? Start with 300 pigs. I said, you was joking. He said, the next thing he said, I want it to be like your farm. I said, actually, I will sell you the 300 pigs that you need to start. But do you know how much it takes to feed 300 pigs? And you know they got 300 pigs in 6 months, you're going to have 2,000 pigs in your farm.
Yes.
And 6 months after, you're going to have 5,000 pigs. Let me give you a statistic. A pig, a sow will eat 3 kg of meat every day. A kg costs 40 to 50 naira. So that means you're going to eat 150 times 300, and that's for 365 days a year. Work that out, then you will know why you can't start with 300. What I normally advise people is to start with 50 if you are really loaded. But start with 20 because that allows you, the idea behind that is that you start with 20 gilts, 2 males, and probably another 20 winners. I'm going to come back into that later. If I don't remember, I'm saying it now, I'll be saying a lot of things. If I don't continue with it and you think it's a matter for you, just make it up, bring it back to me. I don't want to digress, that's why I just stop there. Because, I get passionate about, if you watch my video, you know I get passionate about people, so I need to always stay myself, so I don't go too far out. So tomorrow we're going to be looking at, when you want to buy pigs, come to our farm now, what do you look out for? How do you know pig that's going to give you kids? A lot of piglets. Because as a farmer, 2 things, you want a pig that's going to go very fast, and you want a pig that's going to give you a lot of piglets. So those are the 2 criteria you are looking for. So you must be able to look at female piglets and say, there's a potential in this piglet. So I'm going to teach you what to look out for. So when you buy pigs from us, those are things you have to look out for to select which one you're going to do. Are you listening to me? Yeah. I thought you were listening to me. So then we're looking at, then when you buy from us, how do you transport it? Because many people, they buy pigs, they buy very nice pigs, you transfer it to their farm. For example, we don't sell pigs, we don't sell pregnant pigs for you to start your farm. It's a very lazy way to start a farm, it's a very risky way. And again, when you take it on this kind of road that we went through, there's a high chance that you're going to lose that pregnancy. And again, why don't you want to have the male ready? Why don't you get your farm and mate? So you know when it was mated, which mate it was mated, so you can start keeping your record. If we mate it for you here, you're going to depend upon our record. Then again, you don't want to buy male and female from us. Now, that's anti-marketing, but that's the reality. If you buy female from us, we're not going to sell you male. The reason is that we don't want the inbreeding. We don't want you to, brother and sister, to impregnate each other. When they do, that's why God forbid it in human line. When they do, what happens genetically is that the baby will pick the worst of the male, the worst of the female, and bring it together. So they always be weaker. So the principle for us here, and I'll show you the principle. If you buy female from us, we'll not sell you male. It's just for the safety of your farm to make sure you rather get go. So all that at least you do not. You did not spoil our image. And the little image you build, because there's no point in you buying picture more like they make. Instead of having 6 or 7, you have 3. And you can even they said this family is ready, will I come? I'm only having 3 or 4 people. You should not know that. That's what happens. So we don't do that anyway, even if you want to. So we're going to look at how to transport, how to care for them when they're having. So tomorrow morning, everybody knows this place now. We'll meet there very early because we're going to do a lot of practical stuff. We're going to do the cleaning. They're not going to clean. You see, the farm is not smelling. A proper big farm, I'll tell you why it's not smelling. We have 700 pigs here in the farm, and you're able to stay here, and you're not choked. There's a technique they use here, which you need to use on your farm to make sure that public help people. Because you might have land in the community, and you want to set up your farm there because you don't want to go to the bush. None of us like going to the bush like this. But if you're going to do that, as long as you can manage it and it's not smelling or offensive odor to the community, they will accept you. So we're going to look at that. In the afternoon, we're going to look at breeding, how to know if it makes female is pregnant. Females don't allow males to climb on them in animal kingdom except when they're on it. In pigs, it's 21 days. So if you met a pig today, in 21 days, you check. If it's ready to mate again, that means she's not pregnant. You don't need anything. I've got a lot of gadgets, which I spend money on. I use it for that. I'm going to bring some of them tomorrow. But you don't need to buy those gadgets. Because if you mate a pig today, in 21 days, if you still on it again, that means you're mating lots of people. You don't need any scanner, you don't need anything. It's just a compromise breed again. But if it's not on eat, I'll tell you how you know if you eat later. I'm going to go into that. That's what we're going to become tomorrow afternoon. How to take care of when pigs are giving birth. It's very important as well. And we're going to look at feeding. Feeding is very important. That's the last thing we're going to do tomorrow. And we have a feed meal. We're going to take you there. We're going to tell you all the different kinds of things you need. I can assure you that there's some ingredients that we're going to tell you that you never knew. We farmers in Nigeria tend to be very stereotypical. We do the same thing. That's why if you are doing, maybe it's one of those things that's not bombarded like fishery. We like to do the same thing. We like to go to business that everybody's doing. So eventually we run the business down. One thing about people do is that you cannot do that easily. You cannot do that easily. That's why I'm comfortable to train people. People ask me, why do you give all the secrets away? I said, there's no secret anywhere. What I did was just to really, for people and put it together for people that are coming behind me to be able to understand the mistake I made and to be able to avoid it. And that's why I charge you. And so you are paying for avoiding mistake, and I made a lot of millionaire mistake, which we're going to see as we go along. So let's go. So, well, they've introduced me already. That's my background. I did animal health and husbandry for my first degree, and went to the UK. Did not do anything about my Greek. When I was thinking of going in 2006, naturally, I defaulted back to a Greek, and I've been pulling it since then. So. What I'm going to be telling you are things I don't hide anything. That's why feel free to ask me any questions. If I don't answer the questions, because I don't know. So there's no the video. I'm going to tell you some statistics. A lot of you have watched our YouTube video. We have about 50 YouTube videos. It's about everything. If you want that video, you know. I always tell people, how much your trainer says 35 classes. They say, it's too much. I say, don't worry. You go and watch the video. You don't pay anything. I put everything video. They say, what the video, but I said, if you want that's hard. You have to pay for it. What I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be using a lot of my video material, but what I'm going to be putting flesh in it. Then you can ask questions. You know when you watch a video, I can ask questions. Let me give you a good example. I said, in my first video, I said, do not use mud to build a big thing. Until I was doing training like this, and somebody came to me, who was that person, and said, as meat, as block. And exactly, and you don't have, so it's as good as far as well. So you want me to go back to the video and cancel the video and say, I take my word back. No, I leave it for you there. If you come for training, I'll tell you. But I'm telling you now, I'll have to hit my pie and say, yes, you can use more, but make sure it's a very small one. A video, just about a video, about 458 people have watched. 458,000 people have watched a video. I got these statistics from YouTube. Because when I said that 450 I watched the video, I need to be able to back it up. Well, 458 people have watched the video as for last week, because I was preparing this last week. And one funny thing about this is the country. They show the country where people are watching it. The number one country, I'm ready for you, the United States is the number one. You people are watching my video more than anybody else. Followed by that's about nearly 314,000 by miles, nearly about 3/4 of the people watching my videos are from the US. Followed by United Kingdom, which is 145. Followed by Nigeria, so Nigeria is even third. 128 million. The Philippines is 125. And I got emails from all these people. They ask me questions. So when a lot of questions comes all the time, I just make a video of it. Instead of actually people through email all the time. I like to be fun, but sometimes it takes over your life. So what I know, if I'm 20 people have asked the same question, that means an issue. I just go and do the video, put it on the YouTube. That's it. Now, the fifth person is India. The seventh person is Canada. Also you people. Now, the seventh people that watch my video, none of you can guess it if I don't tell you. The seventh country that watch my video.
The eighth.
Eh?
This is the seventh or the eighth?
Seventh.
Okay.
Seven.
The seventh country that watch the video most.
Not China.
You never get it.
Asia.
Exactly, that's correct. That baffles me a lot. I can give you this statistic. That baffles me. I don't even understand this.
They're Muslims.
Why would Saudi Arabia, where would people be watching pig? I don't do pig. I don't do fish. I don't do cattle. I don't do, it's only pig. Why would over 39,000 people from Saudi Arabia be watching? And you know what, all of you as a statistician, when you see that, you say, okay, maybe they're just accidentally getting to mine. Maybe they saw my face. Nice face. And they think it's a nice guy.
Deliberate.
But you know, really, the ninth one is United, the ninth country is United Arab Emirates. So that reinforces that they're not just accidental.
Yeah.
70 is Saudi Arabia, 90 is United Arab Emirates. So the question is, who are these people who are they watching it? My conclusion is this, that maybe there's some Nigerians that are living here that are planning to come back home. You don't have to be a Muslim to work in Saudi Arabia or United Arab. Maybe they're planning to come back home. And that's one thing I've seen about the video. It has helped people that are outside Nigeria, because people that are thinking of coming back home, they're thinking of what to do. And they say this guy, one of the things I try to do about my videos to be as real as possible. So when people see it, you know you can do it. And really, everybody can do this thing. Am I right? Everybody can do it. It's only because of it.
So to add to that point, I watch your video while I'm in UK, not in Nigeria.
Okay.
So I travel to UK, and and one thing about this country is that the availability of internet is free. So I was in a hotel, it was free internet, so I watched it all night. And that was the first time I watched that video.
Somebody called me one day and said, do you know me and my wife have been watching you? It's very frightening. Me and my wife have been watching your video for the last 48 hours, from Friday. You know, when you say you're watching another good movie, you understand? Exactly. It's very exciting, it's very interesting, man. But when you say you're watching a video, I was humbled. I didn't know what to say for my people. I just kept quiet. I didn't know what to say. But one of the things is that it's addressing some of the issues. People find they can relate to it, and it's making sense. And I know that most of you guys there came as a result of video. And I just want to say that I appreciate you watching video. These are the countries, so you can see Saudi Arabia somewhere here. The black Indian here, Nigeria, Canada, and it's right in UK. These are the countries and if you look at those countries, these are where a lot of Nigerians are. And it's quite a good news, because that means a lot of Nigerians that are outside Nigeria and thinking of coming back home. To me, it cannot get better. When I was here, United Kingdom left Brexit, left Europe. When I go back there, and I don't know, that will have changed everything, because I don't know how they're going to, because the only reason why they will have done that is because of immigration. I always tell people that they are immigrating, they are fighting against Eastern European coming to the UK. But the question is that if somebody doesn't want a visitor,
it affects everybody.
Exactly. Eventually it affects everybody. So I will not be surprised if the United Kingdom number goes up in terms of watching the brother. Look at taking coming back home. And that's where our permanent secretary is going to get a lot of, because now that I know you in person, a lot of people are thinking of coming home. I'm just directing them to you for advice, for instruction, for guidance, because a lot of them don't know what. If you're still outside Nigeria for a while, Nigeria is a huge country. If you're still outside Nigeria, you become novice. And if you're not very careful, people will rip you off, and you get angry again, you go back and swear, you never come back again. I came in 2006, I left in 2008, I thought I was going to go back. Go back. In 2010, something happened again, I came back. And last year, I nearly went back again. Because it's tough. It's tough. I won't lie to you, it's tough. But you can see the future of Nigeria in it. And pilgrim, I want to talk a little about pilgrim. So that's the background to our video. So thank you for all your comments. These are some of the comments that where is somebody here that put this comment there. So when you say it was coming, I said, wow, I hope I'm not violating his copyright. Which robot they put? He said, I'm desperate. I would like to get in contact with Mr. Yemeni. Can somebody kindly put out there a means of contacting him personally? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. When you see that, you get scared.
Because I was excited. You were able to convince me through your video.
Okay,
This is the right guy to meet, you know.
So, and immediately you said that, a lot of people say, excellent job, how do I contact Mr. International? Very important information, how do I contact? Suddenly I said, okay, I'm going to do, when I get back again, I'm going to do training, and the training. So, thank you for all your comments. I really appreciate people that are watching the video. It's very encouraging. There are very few things in life that you do that people, that impact people. So, I'm privileged to have the opportunity. Now, approach to learning. This is very important for me because in doing this training, there are a lot of the principle that I use when I'm training is from Edgar Dale. He said, if I give you something to read, I'm going to, if I can give a handout and the first one, oh, give you 2 out, the 2 days. If I give you a handout to read 2 weeks time, you only remember 10%. He said, if I just talk, if I just came here and I'm talking, I don't give you anything, that's why this video has to work, this thing has to work, we have to go practical. Because if I just talk to you like this, and you want, give them the 2 of them. If I just talk to you like I'm talking to you, and I don't do, and I've just spoken like this. That's why the University of Nigeria, I always tell people, if you finish University of Nigeria with second class 2-2, if you go to outside Nigeria, there's a high chance you probably get first class or second class offer. Because you are under your lecture, sorry for good lecturer here. I look at teachers here. When I get to UK, then I realized I was smart. In fact, I think I put it back because what I UK that was making me smarter. Because I enjoy his approach. So because they only teach us and they give us handouts. They won't make us to buy handouts. You don't need to buy handouts. You really need for it. Now the top one says if I talk like this, if you read my handout, if I talk to you and you see, that's why I could have organized this seminar at Lafayette Hotel. It's more comfortable, the car will not hit the floor. If I would have started at 7 o'clock, you've had your tea break and everything by now. But there's aspect of saying, you've seen the farmland, there's aspect of saying that helps the brain. That's how the brain, this is a psychologist, that's how the brain works. So that's why we're doing it smelly. Not so smelly farm, but in a bigger environment with the animals so that you can have a feel. Pardon?
And what you see, you don't forget.
Exactly, you don't forget. So I've given you handout 10%. In 2 weeks time, you remember 10% because of the handout. Because I'm talking, I'm a good talker. You remember another 20%. Saying, you remember another 30%. Now, it now says, if you now watch a movie, which you're going to watch a lot of, or look at what is happening, you increase it by 50%. Because the real idea of this training is not for me to blah 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 and collect your money and disappear. Is that even if it's going to be 2 months before you start your farm, the things that are related to starting farm, you must remember them. I'm going to give you CD, not tomorrow, CD and the CD. But you have to be able to, it's very important for you to be able to remember as much as possible. That's my objective. So that's why I said, if I'm going too fast or you don't understand what I'm saying, stop me. I'm here for these 2 days. So watching movie, we're going to watch a lot of movie. There's a movie we're going to watch immediately after this. What it does is augment your knowledge. It makes you to remember more. And the whole idea is remembering. It's not how impressive it is, how big the farm is. It's after this presentation, in 2 weeks' time, how much do you remember? Are you still confident to be able to start your farm without coming from another training? If you want to come from another training, I will charge you again, but that's another story. The other one is participation. Mr. Wood wanted me to come to Port Harcourt, and I was ready to pay my fare, and he wanted me in an hotel, which I really like very much. I like hotels. But I told him that it's better, so here today, if you ask questions, even the question that you don't know you need, by the time one of us will remember and ask the question here. And again, after you compare notes, start comparing notes, where are you, where's your farm, and this and like that, it's helpful because it helps you to get more out of the person and get more from the thing. So he said if you start talking together here, we'll remember it will increase to 70%. Participating in group training. He now said that if you now combine all of this together, you should be able to remember 70 to 90%. My objective is that in 2 weeks' time, if I call you, if I say what is following, I expect you to be able to follow. If I say look how do you castrate, because you're going to see blood. So you're going to see blood, tomorrow your shoe is going to get dirty, you're going to hold the animal, because one of the things we'll do with you that you need to feel comfortable. If you go to, I'm sure you are watching She came to us, she came, there in the gate, we walked to the pig pen, the people around us, and we were talking, as we were talking, I was moving backward, and I moved backward, and I come out and tell you, what didn't know I was asking her, get me something like that, I walk out, I walk the door, and we still keep on talking, and after a while, I told her, do you know you've been on your own with the pigs for the last 5 minutes? He said, ah! I said, it's very important. So one thing you're going to do, which is get familiar with the animal. Pigs normally will not bite you, will not attack you. No. Because if you exude fear in the jungle, pigs, the animals don't use their eyes alone, they use their smell and sixth senses, which we have lost because we use our eyes. So when an animal is passing by, pig has a tendency to know whether it's a lion or whether it's a goat. You know it can attack a goat. You know lion is a predator, and you know that through smell, because we all exude some smell out. So that smell, if you are fearful, you will exude it out, and you see your pig behaving irrationally. That's why if I get to somebody else's farm, when I came to this farm, I walked into the pig pen, and I was looking at the behavior of the pig. She just came around me, and I called her, what did I tell you? What did I tell you, sir? What did I tell you? This training is designed for proprietors. You're going to be the owner of the farm, you cannot be on the farm all the time, but it's you that's going to be losing money for every mistake that you make on that farm. So, one thing we're going to teach you tomorrow, today and tomorrow, is when you get to your farm, how will you know that your staff are doing what they're supposed to do? Things that when I got to this farm, the first thing I look at, okay, before they came for the training, their pigs used to poop everywhere. So during the training, I told them how pigs behave, that pigs use their smell, not their eyes. So if you pack all their poop in one place and you clean the rest, when they want to poop, automatically they will go to where the people is. And they will go to where.
Very sensitive.
So the idea behind that is that it make your staff job easier. Because instead of them pouring all there, they only pouring in that place. So the staff can clean that place for, then come and clean the rest.
That means they are intelligent.
They're very intelligent. That was the theory. So when I came, I want to see whether the manager has put it to practice. I went around and I saw that the poo is just in one place. And I came back and I told him, the manager, I said, well, your staff are doing a very good job. I said, the pen is very good. I said, I don't need to come in the morning to see whether they clean the pen. Because if they don't clean the pen, the poo will be scattered everywhere. If you don't clean the pen properly and they clean it, the pig, it will go to my hands, but with the pigs, because they will be going to where the concentration of the smell is. And the fact that they are going to only one place, that means the rest of the place is clean. Is that place that's where they are people. That's how I know. So you can know when you can know that kind of thing that will be picking up. So the terminology, there's some terminology you need to know because there's no way as a big farmer you can avoid it. Boa, which is male pig that have not been castrated. Male pig that have not been castrated. Sow, female pig that have given birth to once or twice. Guilt, this one is a question. There is a quiz on this one. I'm telling you, as an examiner, I'm telling you where the question is going to come out. I'm going to ask you a quiz on this one. So, please, pay attention to it, because I will use it. The reason why I will use it a lot, and it's wrong if I'm using the terminology and I'm losing you. If I say the animal just follow and I did this, you don't know what the meaning of follow, you don't know what I'm doing. If I say the animal is on eat, you don't know the meaning of eat, you just be so. Boa, it's on your handout, it's on your handout. It's on the handout. You're going to come out and an example. Boa, sow, guilt. So the difference between sow and guilt is that sow has given birth before. Guilt, shape, and like just repeat nothing. I've not been mentioned before. Fallow is when they are giving birth. Litter is when you give the number of children that they give birth to at the time. Piglet is the individual. Winners are when they reach 8 weeks. And grower is when they are above 8 weeks old. That is when they are 20 kg and they're going towards fattening. Those terminology are very important because I will use it a lot. So if I say something and I use it and you're not sure, quickly refer back to your notes just to understand what I'm saying precisely, and you don't think I'm saying different things. Now there's a video I want us to watch. How are we going to do it now? There's a video that we're going to watch now.
Giving birth?
Yeah.
When they are in the process?
Yeah, when they're began. When they're found, when they're
Yes,
Is it in the process?
exactly, when they done the right
Okay, is it in the process? Or because what you are saying here is that giving birth to the younger one.
Yeah, when they give you birth. You don't give birth once. But if you also
Like a mother that
Yeah, so it could be
still in the process.
exactly. When it's actually happening.
so after
Labor is right.
now.
Labor. No, farming is what we don't put labor. Farming is labor is.
I know. It's a
Usually.
No. You don't want anything. Yeah, but what happened is that the preparation for the farrowing is 2 weeks before time because they give back 5 days earlier, like anything, they give back 5 days earlier or after. So 2 weeks after you clean them and get them ready. There's a video going on. This video, I'm not sure whether anyone was watched it before, but it tells a story. It's a story about. It's very important for us to know how pig became the second most eaten meat in the world. I think it's so important because that's our pride. That's one of the things that can drive us. I traveled and I was talking to them to China for a pig buyer in the UK, and he was telling me how a big deal. People to riot. See, and we're talking of 1 billion people. So there's 1 billion people. So they are the only country in the world that have a reserve. You know that Nigeria have petroleum reserve. Wow. They have a reserve. They have like a warehouse that's the size of like ShopRite that produce. They buy it from the farmers and they store it. So when I showed the pig before in this video, because the reason is that equally as useful as mine. You know what I mean? It's it's equal as useful. So if I just, and again, your environment is different, the kind of food you're going to get is different, the kind of, what you're going to have access to, your staff is different. Guys, I think I'm not going to reply because you're asking me a question. I don't mind, because what is the reply, you take it to many ways. But I'll keep on taking your question. I'm just saying that everybody's okay with that. Yeah. But, are you? The general collection like